We got some alpha today. We got some alpha Wednesdays. What's up, y'all? What it do? What it do? me know if it's too hot. I'll turn it down. What's up, Lita? What's up, Frosty? My body crypto enthusiast. Michael, Lita. What up, Michael? Long time. What it do, bruh? Add me on X, Living Legends. Yeah, bro, yeah. Shout me out on what your X account is, cause my shit private now. So yeah, let me know. And I'll plug you in. I got you, Michael. I'm gonna plug you in. What up, Z? My bad. It should be X Law now. But what up, T Law Fitness? Let's Zen rule the universe and Hex cough. Yes, sir. You love your Hex, man. Y'all love y'all Hex. Y'all some Hex lovers. Hold on, I'm gonna put my hood up. I love being in the hood. There we go. And it muffles my ears a little bit. But what's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ/producer. As always, today is Monday, Wednesday. Well, I said Monday. Today's March 5th, Wednesday. 2025, closer than ever to 2026. And I'm just here with another video about this Zen world. Because now I think I'm cracking the egg wide the fuck open. I think I'm starting to really understand why we're here, why others can't be like us. They're really not like us, guys. They're really not. Maybe this, let me know if it's too bright on your TV screen. What up, Obi-Wan Zenobi? Obi-Wan Zenobi in the house. What's up? The real Zenians are pulling up to the Crypto Bruh, but y'all. So big ups to y'all for being here, man. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. Like I said, I had made my page private, so you know I'm live over on my page, but it don't really make any sense anymore. I'm not really trying to shill it as much as I used to, because I think I had like the wrong perception of what I want to do in this space. And now I kind of have a clear vision of where I want to be, and I think that's like crypto. Full screen this. All right, in crypto, everyone's gonna come in and they're gonna try to get rich as soon as possible. Hey man, I heard this is the land where you get rich, and this is true. I can attest that I have skin in the game, and I have made money, and I can live off crypto. Right? I can get real money or fiat, and I can turn it into crypto, and I can have a ball. So yeah, that is possible, but it's a lot more magical than just that theory that you're gonna come into crypto today and you're gonna get rich tomorrow. Now that might happen sometimes, but that is really a lottery concept, and not a lot of projects are coming correct. Most of the projects in crypto are coming with just enough so you can gamble. Just enough. It's true. And you know, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, most crypto projects are literally slot machines. Like, if you go to Vegas, you're gonna see all types of slot machines. There's gonna be a slot machine for you, because they're gonna want you to go and hit the slots. I still have never hit the slots at Vegas because I just think it's scumbag material. But shout outs to the slot hitters. You know what I'm saying? I just can't hit the slots, man. I like a dealer. I like to go against the house, and that's kind of how I'm looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and these giant players, right? I think of the White House. I think the White House came out with their crypto list. Oops. Oh, there it is. So these are all the people. So on Friday, they're gonna have a crypto summit, the very first one. Oh shit, Lita, I just noticed you updated the Bruh Club. Big ups to you. You got your hourglass. Flip the hourglass for Lita and this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Stay in the middle. That's the game. That is really the game. You want to be the hourglass sand. You just want to stay in the middle. As it flips and it rotates, you're just comprehending the game. That's the game in the game, baby. What's up, Samson? bust that shit wide open. Pause. Big O P-A-U-S-E on that one. What up, Yuck with the thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for popping on and saying what's up. Make sure you hit the like button if you're chilling with me. We're talking big Zen talk, bro. This is where the Zen bosses hang out. People come to my stream. What's up, you? Coming to the stream so you can get some of the alpha so you can understand. Hey, if you're not subbed and you're getting the alpha for free, fuck you. But you know, that's the game of public and property. YouTube is public as fuck. That's why I turned my X account private, because that's the only private property you have on the internet. Next to your private keys, that's pretty fucking private. Okay, that's why it's good to be in crypto, because you're gonna get private keys. You're gonna have privacy. All right. Bitcoin is a social media. But yeah, so they're gonna have Bitcoin event. They're gonna have the crypto summit, first time ever pro crypto, United States of America, bitch. 50 states, possibly 52 soon. Which would make a lot of sense, 52 and 25. I'm just getting on my tinfoil hat shit. But we got Donald Trump pulling up. We got Bo Haynes, or Hines. I don't know this man's name. Dave Sachs. Shout out to Dave Sachs. I don't know who that is. And then we got Ripple being there, the scam, MicroStrategies, Sailor in this bitch. Sailor is a proud man. He sailed himself into where he wanted to be. They hated on this motherfucker. That's why his grill's all fucked up. That's my 1-2 on Michael Saylor. He doesn't fix his grill because he got enemies. He's like, look at me, huh? Ugly grill and all. Next to Donald Trump, bitch. All right, we're gonna have Tether in the house. Tether, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this is a setup. Hopefully they're setting this nigga up. They're gonna rob this person, aka throw him in the jail, under the jail. Paulo Lolo. Tether. Yo, this is mania. Like, Tether being invited to this is so. It has to be a setup, right? They setting this man up. Maybe he gonna come through. We're gonna have Kyle coming from Solana. Oh, Kathy Woods and her long, lengthy, tall looking. She got long ass like head to chest rate like area, like that shit like this. Like I feel like whenever I meet Kathy Woods, we're gonna stand side by side and literally look eye in eye. She gotta be my height. She long as hell. I'm just shitting on everybody because fuck cryptocurrency. Yeah, we got Charles, the rancher. What do you say about that? Damn, that's funny. They got Anatoly. We got Anatoly pulling up. Oh, so wait, okay. Bullish for okay. So we don't have Solana. We have Multicoin Capital, who's bullish on Solana, which is probably like an original VC for Solana. So that's why you'll have Anatoly there, who thought of the idea, but his VCs will be there. All right, Anatoly, don't forget who got you to the top, said to Kyle when he shows up. See, this is why you're not going to see Zen here, because we're doing this shit grassroots. Because I think, yeah, there will be grassroots players. This right here is a good list of honchos. And if you've been in the space, you've watched these people climb the ladder. They've always been attacking this angle. And this is why, again, like I'm saying, like in Zen, we're bringing it back to the basics, because the game still wants that. Like cryptocurrency still wants basic DeFi. It don't really give a fuck about all this extra shit. People want to buy meme coins. People want to buy funky looking JPEGs. That's what the people want to do, the public. The problem is, public, is we don't have enough capital coming in. All right, you public motherfuckers are poor. So they're reaching out to the feds now. They say, yo, feds, we need some help. But no, that's not really what's happening. We're actually getting ready to see, crypto just become a commodity like it's supposed to be. It was never supposed to be a security. It was always supposed to be a commodity, something that people own. It's private. You have private keys. This is a private life. It just so happens to be on multiple different layers of different ideologies, right? You get the Bitcoin layer ideology, the Ethereum layer ideology, the Ripple layer ideology, and so on and so on. Whatever the fuck you want to believe. It's fuck your ideology at the end of the day, because fair principles is the only way to go, right? That's why Bitcoin's going to continue to win. And a lot of this, you know, a lot of these things are fluff. Like, I don't know who is Ondo. I don't know who that is. Mark Anderson coming in from AZ16, and he threw AVAX and NEAR in the same thing. All right, but that is true. A16Z like boosted the shit out of these, and that's why you have an AVAX hanging out still in the top 20, right? AVAX number 16. I think NEAR is near the top 20. It's right here at 31 with a $3 billion market cap. So again, this is the political side of crypto, because we're gonna see infrastructure built, right? Bitcoin is money, right? Bitcoin is a store of value, a medium of exchange, and a unit of accounts. There we go. That's what I wrote down on my motherfucking my little paper here. I'm taking notes. I have some jibber jabber. Pause it or something. You look at it. No, it's kind of stupid. So they're saying Bitcoin is money. And I'm like, yo, how is Bitcoin money? Because Bitcoin sucks. It's got 10-minute blocks. So coming from computer science, Bitcoin don't make no fucking sense. But it does. Because the thing again about Bitcoin that's cool is they got the SHA-256. Shout out to Hal Finney. He figured it out. Commoditize the hash, my dude. That is the fairest way to get this idea out, that we can make digital cash, right? Digital cash. This is the renaissance of the next 100 years, right? That's what we're doing. That's why they're doing this, because it's time. The time is now. Now, what you want to do, if you really want to get hip to where everybody is, I've been wondering why a bunch of Bitcoin economists keep talking about this stupid ass power law. I don't know if there's a chart here. Let's see. Let's see if there's a power law chart. Oh, somebody got one. Charts, BitBoy. Bro, my ex is living legends. Okay, I'm gonna tap in. What's VBs? VBs? The VBs? Oh, here we go. So, oh yeah, the rainbow chart. Okay. Okay. Oh. So that's why everybody's horny for the rainbow chart. Because the rainbow chart is the power law chart. Duh. Duh. This is inspired by a post on Reddit. 7 years ago, Bitcoin's power law over a 10-year period. So you remember like what I was saying, like motherfuckers was telling me in 2013, you need to look into Bitcoin because in 10 years from now, it's going to be just extremely expensive. And my little brain at the time, like again, I was 23, bro. Like I lived in San Francisco and I was in art school. So you already know where my mind was. Shit was not on no power law Bitcoin chart. So I understand this is definitely a cycle. There's going to be a cycle of idiots that get the word and don't get to understand it because the world is so noisy around them. It's going to be hard to grasp what's happening, right? Like if you're, again, if you have a good foundation of friends and family, maybe one of them will scoop a Bitcoin up for you and then you'll be good. They'll be like, hey man, I knew you were a good guy. You kind of suck though, but I bought you a Bitcoin, right? Like don't we all wish we had a cousin or an uncle or auntie, or a grandma or grandpa that bought the Bitcoin 10 years ago and just left it behind for us? Well, it's all good. It is all good. But yeah, this power law theory is real. I'm doing this research. I'm seeing it. I'm fucking seeing it. It's true. So it's not that hard to really understand why we are where we are, man. And where we're going. We're basically speculating on Bitcoin like every single day, right? Do I have TradingView up? I don't. And what's mad funny is like these economists in our space, because that's who we should be trying to respect. because we don't have the capital. It's in our face, bruv. Like 1.7 trillion in Bitcoin, nothing. These are peanuts. 2 billion, bitch. What the fuck? Like, you know, like it makes no sense. We're in middle school trying to play with college, right? Yes, you should own Bitcoin. You should be buying it on Solana. This is also why I'm bullish on like XEN coming out, because then I can own all my favorite boomer coins. They'll be wrapped on XEN. Oh, it's gonna be great. Like, imagine getting ADA, the boomer coin, or Ripple, the boomer coin, like in a non-centralized environment. Like, win XEN. But yeah, like yeah, definitely get you some Bitcoins, because Bitcoin is like the leading narrative of liquidity, right? If I had like one of those little tapping hand things, I tap on this, like liquidity, like that's what they're saying. Like, oh, Bitcoin's our liquidity, right? And this is I guess with my millennial mind working right now at maximum. Millennial mind on maximum. But my millennial mind is telling me that isn't a boomer conversation. Because I could join the Bitcoin army. I could get into the power law. I could bring my hard-earned 30-year-old cash into this ecosystem, and I don't know what the fuck we're working towards anymore. Because again, the most powerful part of the law is in the beginning, bitch. It's not after the fact. After the fact, we're all waiting on each other, and that's what I'm saying. Economists have already forecasted we're gonna see Bitcoin, you know, what is it? End of year. A lot of people are seeing it roughly around like 130. So if you're hanging out with me, I'm also changing my ideology here. So you have to be rational in crypto. If you don't constantly update your worldview with new information, you're just gonna be following the he say she say Entertainment Tonight fucking narrative. All right, and that's what I'm trying to disconnect from. That's where I'm headed. Like, if you're gonna rock with me, what up, ETH? Welcome to the stream. If you're gonna rock with this crypto brush shit, just know that that's where the abstractness is coming from. We're going against the grain to really find the next commodity in crypto. Everything's a commodity, but not everything comes with the Satoshi vision of what is a commodity in crypto. What's the fairest launched commodity in crypto? Because you have all types with all different flavors. Again, XRP is the most fucked up one, yet they're getting invited to the government's world. Same with Tether. That one is garbage, literal garbage, deception. But it's there. It's gonna be there. You don't even see USDC here. Where is Jeff? Where is Jeff? It's kind of crazy though. Brian Armstrong and CZ in the same room. This is a very powerful room of people, bro. They got the private keys. Yo, this is a room full of they got the private keys. Fuck. Dog, if you want to encrypt, no, I'm just kidding. It's a crypto channel. That shit might travel. You can think evil about it if you want, but I'll be Batman. I'll save everybody. But yeah, all the powerful people. Thank God Jack Levin's not in this room. We don't need him there right now. We got, remember, protect that man at all costs. Talk about XEN, dude. Stake it online soon. XEN, I mean, you could talk about that, but what are you talking about? Just mine it. Like, it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm falling into this weird world now. Like, I'm starting to try to see, like, what are you supposed to do? Right? There's a ton of stuff you can yell out. Right? That's part of the tragedy of commons. We have so much common inside of Zen. It's again, this is what I mean. It's playing into our favor. We have to let the world play out. This is amazing. This is so amazing to be at the forefront, beginning of the power law for fucking Zen, dude. So this is where my research is right now. Like all today and last night and the past few days. I'm looking at like, does Zen fit into this power law subject? Because this would solidify you being comfortable with providing future belief in Zen, essentially. I'm not telling you what to do. Like, don't follow me. I'm doing it though. Like, I'm really trying to make sure that as I put my hard-earned bucks towards crypto, especially in the Zen world, that I'm doing it in the right area to maximize my potential. And I want to be in the powerful zone. I don't want to be in the right. I don't want to be chasing the bag, essentially. And you can see it already in Zen world. There's so many pieces to it. Not everybody's doing the 10,000 hours, right? So no offense to you, bro. Ernico, my first time seeing you in the chat. But yes, XEN is easy. I got a video on my page. It'll teach you how to build a bare frame miner. Yeah, you should mine it. It has no price. It's similar to Bitcoin, so it'll live in the power law. Like XEN will live in the power law. Like that's what I'm trying to say. This is where we are. They're making sure this shit is predictable. And what they've done, which is so fucking crazy to me. I wrote it here on my book. I was like, Zen, this universe is like the Bitcoin to X1 chain. And that's like a little abstract. And this is why, again, like XEN is like the Bitcoin to X1 chain. Both of those units of account are like the money into X1, right? Both of those store values are the, value, that's the money for X1. Was the medium of exchange between those two entities are X1 chain, right? So again, I think if you're getting an XEN because you like mining, because you like proof of work, you're winning, because that's an amazing section of the commons. There's gonna be a lot of hype there. That one might actually be easier to understand than Zen, because Zen is so complex, since it's like birthing a brand new thing no one's ever seen before. Like this one is way more new than XEN. XEN not hard. I don't know how you can get more bullish than that on XEN. It's not hard. Go set it up. Yeah. Difficulty's low. Actually, I think most people in XEN are running hardware. I think a lot of the renters are falling off. They only rent for so long. Like the constant flywheel spinners, they have their own 4090s, 3090s, or their own like mining rig. So that's just having its own power law concept as well, because again, the miners are putting the energy towards creating the XEN, and they're facilitating the accounting right now to tell you how much they're willing to sell their XEN for, right? Maybe a few of them had rented and they're gonna sell their XEN for pennies, but I highly doubt it, because you can see from the numbers right now that most of the people mining are probably hardware participants, which means that they're not gonna let their energy go to waste. We've been stuck at like 35K difficulty for the longest time, and it fluctuates from when people buy vast AI rigs, or they plug in rigs, but also like the millions, like we were talking about today, like to get a million now is like so hard that it has to be people with machines, because if not, you're spending like 50K. So it's like, you think people are really spending 50K on a nothing burger? Like, no. The first year of speculation brought the proof of concept of XENblocks into life. That is when you wanted to be mining XENblocks. Last year, 2023 to 24. 24 through 25, there's still a great opportunity, but until X1 chain, you're creating the value. Right? You're doing the work. You're the accountant. You have to be ready to take an L if this doesn't open at your target price. Again, those that minted it or mined it in year one, you're ahead of the curve. You set the real price because you got the most coins. But yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, POW it's gonna win. It's scientifically designed to do that. But Zen is much harder to understand. And that's why people are giving up on it. And to me, that's why it's the most valuable. It's too easy to give up on, and it's too easy to say you like something that you don't understand. I see that from like Pulse Chain. People like Pulse Chain because they like Pulse Chain, not because they like Zen. They like Pulse Chain. Because if you understood Zen, you would like Base more than anything else, because it's the one with the less friction and the accessible common, which is going to be the Ethereum, right? Everything else doesn't have an accessible native token that's common in nature. Ethereum I can directly buy from Coinbase, crypto.com, all these other ones, like you can buy them from there, but they're not like your UX token that people leave the crypto.com for. That's why I'm excited for blockchains like XEN and Solana and like Sui and Aptos and that atmosphere, that they're going to bring some of these legacy coins on chain in the form of wrapped liquidity. So that's going to be really cool to watch grow over the future. That has to be priced in though, and I think that's why these things are fluctuating, because there ain't no way you're going to see some of these boomer coins get wrapped to a expensive ass chain and an expensive ass evaluation. Like, fuck that. Lower. That's some high level price talk on that shit. But yeah, like crypto's doing good, bro. Like every angle of it is looking good. The anomaly is this Ethereum thing. And this is why I'm like, yo, is Zen gonna be the most valuable point of X1, or is it gonna be XNT? Because we haven't started talking about XNT yet. And XNT might yield better staking than how do you say this? So like in Zen, it's a very classic world DeFi system, and you're betting on Ethereum having active users and curiosity to basically give you the best 8 years after the AMP goes to 0. Right after the AMP goes to 1 in ETH, the narrative is shot, and it's like optimism. Optimism is only on fire because people are incentivized to try to beat X1. They're trying to front run X1, so they've over exaggerated the G rank over here, as well as it's very cheap to make Zen on optimism. So again, like that's the optimism. If people will run in and they'll try to make it seem like it's bigger than it is, but it's nothing. It's a nothing burger. It's incentive. G rank is also an expression of incentive. The larger the G rank, the more the incentive, which is why you should dig into why did people make the Zen here. The G rank is your key to understanding that. And yeah, you could just, that's what I'm saying. Base is living. Base is alive. I'm actively, this is my chain. This is the chain I like. Okay. And what I'm doing here, my strategy of why I have skin in the game and I feel like I can talk like this with my chest fully popped the fuck out, because I'm here, bro. I have money invested in this shit because I want to do it. Because I think I'm front running a bigger narrative that no one's talking about, which is, yo, what if Zen falls into a power law? Did I just beat the economist to Zen, and this was my opportunity? That this was the opportunity in Bitcoin that no one taught me, that someone should have told me, because this might be the last time we can really do this, because digital currency is being essentially privatized. Like, it's going to become private sector. It's not going to be a public sector. It's not going to matter what the public thinks. Maybe there'll be a few cyberpunk initiative change, such as like X1, Ethereum, Solana, like these permissionless open source, which I believe will be around forever. That's like saying jailbreaking cell phones was a fad. Like, no, that was the cypherpunk pulling up, jailbreaking the cell phone. I mean, same with like the Fire Sticks, people jailbreaking their fucking, the jailbreak in general. Like, that community will never leave. They're going to always be around. They're having kids right now that they're going to teach the kids how to jailbreak. So that's kind of why, again, I think Zen lives in the ethos of the cypherpunk. So it has a chance to stay around for a long time, but we're really channeling this weird like ideology, assuming that there's going to be a kumbaya crowd 8 years down the line from now, right? That's your real investment in Zen right now. Because if not, you should be investing in bigger and better concepts, such as like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano for real. Cardano is the economist token of the era. Like, if they had like a crypto economist, like on news things, like Charles is like the #1 candidate for that. So I wouldn't be surprised again to see Cardano just start crushing it. but never really like get high. Like, you know what I mean? Like they'd be content with like this going to like $5. That's classic world. So I'm thinking like, yeah, that is a boomer coin, because it'll move really slow and it'll find its power law essentially, like based on like getting people in, because it's not going to come from the root cause. It's going to come from people taking their own hard-earned money and buying ADA, and hedge funds bringing hard-earned money into ADA. It's not going to be like Joe and Jan go to the mall and they pick a shoe off the wall. We still have that though. We know that that's the economy right now. That is the economy. Solana is crushing numbers left and right with user activity and transactions. Their blocks are insane, dude. They're printing blocks like there's no other block to be like. They're like here's what I mean by this. Ethereum is on block number 21 million. Bitcoin is on block. Oh, this is meme pool. I want meme. Bitcoin is on block 886. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, 886,444. 800. They haven't even hit 1 million blocks in Bitcoin. Like that's still a confetti popper that they're waiting for 10 minutes down the line from now or some dumb shit. This is my millennial brain working, because I like I like improved shit, fast shit, bro. We're going into fast shit. Like my next 30 years is ushering in the best technology, not worried about 10-minute blocks or again like 15-second blocks. We're going to milliseconds. We're going into millisecond blocks. And again, this is why you can't get high block heights, because it's not in milliseconds, even with blobs, because blobs are in the back. Yeah, I'm starting to look at things different with the whole blob thing. I'm into base. They got me. The blobs is kind of cool. They got me. Yeah, fuck it. That's what they want, bro. They want you to move to this L2. So at least the L2 got XEN on it, so I can fuck with that. And I think XEN is gonna do well on base, and it will be something where eventually I'll be able to use it to buy meme coins or do other things than just stake it, right? I'll have staking principle that I'll be able to turn into inflation, right? And then I can use that inflation to buy meme coins, burn for X1 chain, and just do a lot of different natural nature-based things on base chain that you won't be able to do because you're gonna have to get the supply, right? Like that is the diminishing reward in XEN, is the fact that the longer you wait to either buy or C rank, the further away the pack gets, right? That is the natural scale of difficulty in XEN. Why I say again, look at that G rank. That governs the whole system. No one can destroy that. Only person that can is Vitalik, because he has the keys. I guess Brian Armstrong on base, if they decide to come to a conclusion this is too big for the state, they could totally turn off the G rank where you can't create new contracts. I mean, that's how I would petition or how I would protest, essentially. Like if they were saying we're going to turn off XEN on base, I would protest like, don't turn off the contract, just turn off the functionality of claim rank, where you can't call a new claim rank, right? That sounds more like a democracy, because then it caps the supply of the XEN coin, and it's the most fairly launched coin again on base chain, with now a capped supply that you can only get. Well, I guess it depends. I mean, actually, no. Yeah, you turn off the claim rank, you can't make new supply. The only new supply would come from the staking area. That'd be dope. Then it really promote the XEN flex, because that's the future. In the future, you'll only have staking inflation, like on OP XEN, but on a base, how epic would that be? Like if we really got to that conversation, like, oh shit, they're gonna end it now. Yo, what's up, Tree City West? I feel like a blob right now. Yo, package yourself up and send yourself through some layer 2 shit then. Get blobbed up. Thank sharding. Can we get some thumbs up? Yeah, hit the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs that shit up one time. But yeah, this is what I talk about on my channel, bro. Zen is the best. Everything else sucks, but we have to deal with this infrastructure because it's already pre-existing. It's going to take years for Zen infrastructure to be built, just to keep it real. Like, we're already 2 years deep, and this is mainly psychology. Like, we're mainly fucking around with psychology in Zen. That's why we can't go up, because it has to mirror the main market, because that's our psychology. And as we go into like X1 chain, again, Solana is going to be our psychology. And this is why, I just went in a circle. This is why it's smart to get into Sol and start to understand like the Solana, so that you can, you can really turn up and, be able to speak your shit. But if you don't understand Solana, then of course it's going to be really hard for you to tell someone like with confidence about a system that you want them to believe in. I think Solana has a lot of good learning points. It's a very fascinating architecture of the blockchain. I think they solve a lot of problems too, and even down to UX process. Like, Ethereum is cool, but if you're really Devin, Ethereum is not that cool. Ethereum is clunky as shit. It takes a lot. Like, I'm trying to build on ETH, and I come to like, I fall in pits all the time as a new builder. I haven't tried to build anything on Sol. I want to venture into that eventually. Something cool, or something simple, something where I can just fetch data and just make a site. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, we don't have that yet in the Zen world. Our fetcher is done, which was solXEN, where you could have, in that moment in time, we could have made something like around it, like Mask, or something we could have grabbed data from it and made cool things. But yeah, maybe, that's all that stuff's gonna come out. The proof of concept is there. We've seen it work. It's all good. What I wanted to show was this, these blocks, bro. Look at them over here. Look at the block height. 303,057,683. 303 million. Like, they clock in blocks. They clock in blocks, bro. Clock in blocks. And again, this is the future. You can't put this on a power scale though, so that's why people hate it. It's too Wall Street. That's the problem with Solana, and why like a KOL won't tell you to get into it, because it's too Wall Street. They're saving this for the big money, and they don't want you to get wrecked, essentially. But you're gonna get wrecked anyways, because it's a free market. You're gonna go and test the water out. You're gonna go buy the Zen cat. You're gonna go buy the potato vampire. The potato vampire is still hodling. It recovered. It recovered again. This shit is wild. Memes in themselves, like, yo, this is a book. Somebody needs to write a book about this shit. The meme does the S curve. It is so wild. It is the wildest thing, man. The meme, every meme does it. So yeah, memes are successful. You can really figure it out. That's why you have celebrities stepping in. They can really make a guesstimation, a prediction. They could track losses and wins. It's happening. It's really happening. The emoji Dracula is having a really good S curve, because again, it burns every time that someone trades. So even like it's like this, like somebody can try to come and sell a bunch, right? Like this, somebody bought up the chart a couple days ago, and now they sold it, right? And they sold in profit, right? They were buying and then they sold in profit. So emoji Dracula is already going through this, because the holders, the game is about holding. You just hold the bottom. Let the people in the top trade, because eventually they're gonna have to take it higher to make more money off of this bottom that they've created. And the S curve like continues as long as the people at the bottom hodl. It's just gonna maybe it dips a little bit and it just goes up just like that. And that's what it is. That's the power law on Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin, though, they had to figure it out. It was much harder to explain this shit because there was nothing that exists in 2008 in technology. Like, there wasn't anything in computer science that we could like really say this is fair. Like, that's what Satoshi did. Like, he said, this is how we distribute fair compute in the form of this thing called Bitcoin. And as long as it gains adoption and the hash rate goes up, eventually it should catch the power law and it might not fall out of the rainbow, right? And it's come down and tested that like multiple times. Those are the lows that you want to buy. You would almost think right now Bitcoin is it's going through it because it's hitting some resistance right now, right? You would want to see it go all the way up here, and that's why some people in the crypto community or like the bullish Bitcoin bears out there, they're basically thinking, oh shit, hold up. Yeah, let me pan. All right, there we go. Had to learn for a second. All right, here we are. So yeah, like a lot of these Bitcoiners, they're thinking that it's gonna go somewhere in this area of 130. Like that's where we're gonna close the year. Like we would just go up and then come down and then just kind of like keep dribbling here until like the end of the year, going into 2026, and then we would reset again. I hate this shit. Because it's what I'm talking about. There's no gains to be made in Bitcoin, but it's gonna be there. These gains will be there because people are gonna believe in it, and they're gonna keep pushing this law forward because it's all based on network adoption. And Bitcoin is a social media. It's like if you own the Bitcoin, if you have the Bitcoin, if you've been in Bitcoin, now you're meeting the president. That's all these people. They just love Bitcoin since the beginning. All right. And they've been working in fields that don't allow the Bitcoin to be expressive. And now they've got their chance. Right. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin for real. I'm not bullish on it being like again, I'm tuning down. I'm coming back to real life, bro. Yo, in January, I was so on the hopium. I was like, hell yeah, we can hit 251,000. Like, yeah, I believe in Bitcoin. But what I wasn't being rational about was where's the liquidity going to come from? And Bitcoin builds liquidity over the years. That's similar to Zen, right? It's a good grounding to like also remind us that like even in Zen, what we're dealing with, it doesn't really matter. Because if you look out, like zoom out on the daily, we've been trading in the same zone, bro, since January of 24. So you haven't missed anything because we're within our law. Like I think there's a power law happening here due to supply demand and a lot of forces that have come in the last 2 years that now kind of makes Zen like a daily thing, which I don't know if that was on the list of how it needs to be. But it is pretty much a 24-hour subject until further notice. And once X1 comes out, it's really going to make sense. That's why right now it makes no sense. That's why XEN makes no sense. Because there's nothing that it lands on. So it's supposed to not make any sense. There's no Zen on Coinbase. Just building. I'm like starting to, that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to really feel like we got something really good here. Like what you should be strategizing again on is essentially how are you going to get into this network and how are you going to play the next, like how are you going to play the next, if you want to go short, like I would say 2 to 3 years, right? How are you going to get to your or even, I mean, just go into the amp is 0. Or I mean 1, excuse me. You don't have to be here after the amp. You don't have to build a position to be like here after the amp. But I do think riding out one of these metrics, whether in even staking seems to be a wild common that everyone is like overlooking right now. If you put your skin in the game with staking, like I am, like I'm really putting my skin in the game now, man. I had to buy all this fucking CBZN. Well, some of it, I mean, what is it? 1 trillion of it I mined, and then the 2 trillion I just bought. I'm buying some more though. So yeah, I'm the buyer, nigga. I'm the only one buying this shit. I see others trying to do it, but they're traders, so they're not trying to do it. They're getting dumped on. So like there's a bunch of like don't let like this shit fool you. Hella motherfuckers are I don't even know if it's hella. There's some smart people though. They've already set up bots on CBZN. So they're sandwiching you if you're trying to get in. So the best way to get in is to just DCA. Right? This is me. And then if you see my strategy, I'm just throwing $10 into the pool. And I'm not getting dumped on. Right? As soon as you bring like this person, as soon as they pay $34, $79 showed up to dump on them and giving them a worse price. This is the minimal sandwich attack shit. It's kind of stupid. That's why I can't wait for X1 chain, because X1 chain fixes this etiquette. Even though people will still do it, because people are people and their behaviors are more likely to still do MEV on top of MEV capture. Like battle the MEV. But yeah, anytime you do a big buy, it's going to be answered by a big dump. Like this person here, yeah, this person bought 200, answered by a huge dump. Another almost $300 buy, answered by a huge dump. So I don't really recommend doing it that way. Again, if you're going to try to get in, just DCA until liquidity pops up. I don't even know if liquidity will ever show up until someone monetizes the liquidity. There could be like Fair Crypto, they could bootstrap liquidity in all kinds of fascinating ways. So I'm hoping that they do it, because it would make more sense. I don't think it makes sense for a developer to bootstrap liquidity, because again, like the XEN is for owning. Something special about Bitcoin and when it was born essentially was that it got a lot of bootstrap liquidity from the exchanges, right? That obviously that's why the exchanges are there. CZ, Brian Armstrong, they were bootstrapping the fuck out of Bitcoin, making sure it had liquidity in the very beginning. Same with Ripple. That's why fuck Ripple, fuck Michael Saylor, but they put the money in there, bro. They put the fucking billions into liquidity so you can have your stupid Bitcoin. That is the one up that you can't take from them fools. Right? So how do you take that back though? Because you're not, that's not you. That's Michael Saylor, bro. That's BlackRock. Right? Ethereum tried to follow that model and totally got shitted on. XRP showed up with the see, they don't give a fuck about smart contracts. Bro, they went infra. They want speed and infra. Shit is wild how XRP strong-armed Ethereum. Ethereum really did try to follow in Bitcoin's footsteps and become the silver. But I would say in 2025, the issue that they have is that they don't have a good common ground. There's nothing common about Ethereum except XEN, right? That's why we love XEN, because it brought a lot of like-minded individuals in the EVM community together to progress towards a better narrative. But Ethereum itself, it doesn't do anything but give us real-world value. Because I think they're going to prop it up for as long as they can. Money will flow into ETH. It will always be in the conversation. So don't count it out, because billions of dollars will still float through Ethereum. Billions compared to your $20, bro. So yeah, that's the emotional attachment to ETH though. It's already lost, so just let it lose. Go find a winner. And this is why, yeah, XEN, it fits in too perfectly. X1 most likely scales up. Look at like Pulse Chain, for instance. Pulse Chain is having the hardest time. That is a really good like yo, if you're pissed off that Pulse Chain doesn't get the shine, you should be all about it. Like, you should be 100% X1 chain. This is your opportunity to finally get a chain from the underground to go and slap Michael Saylor in the face. Michael Saylor might have to buy some fucking Zen because it's the little brother. You feel me? Like the little brother has entered the league. Damn, I remember watching him in high school. Now he's a professional. That's gonna be Zen like in a year, dude. Good morning, bruh. Music a little loud. Damn, nobody said that. Damn, we've been cooking for like an hour already. My bad. Speed, scalability, speed, security, and scalability. Yeah, block height is nice, aka speed at what costs to other attributes. Well, yeah, nah, speed. I mean, speed doesn't matter, but speed does matter on the scale of network connectivity. Latency is buffering, and if you're watching a hot game and you get buffered out right before the hot shot, like, you're gonna be pissed, and that is a currency. So the latency is really big in speed, and that's why in the Zen ecosystem we're actually dividing all of those mantras. I like to think of them. They're like really mantras, like people's like just recite this shit. Like, I want fair principles. It's like, cool. You know, go get into Zen because it's on ETH, it's on Pulse Chain, it's on all these other things, and that's what it represents. It represents the latency of that blockchain. You know, there's even VMPX fair launched on Bitcoin. It's a little bit more controversial because it's not guarded and gated like a Zen coin with G rank and like all these other parameters to give it more of a predictable model. But, you know, it lives over there on Bitcoin, fairly launched. If you want that Bitcoin 10 minutes, but that's where we are. Like, a lot of people, they don't want to see the buffer. They don't give a fuck. They want to see the shot. They want to see the shot right now. They'll pay anything for that. That's why they buying ESPN Plus and Hulu. Like, what are you doing? Like $40 in television, nigga? I got homies that probably got like $100 in television. Like, what, $100 a month in television? You need to get a pen. Yeah, that's my thought on that one. What up, Shorty? 2010. Rolando in the house. Do you think CBZen will hit a $1 million market cap? Psh, that's easy. Do you see the shit on fucking Base chain? Base sucks, bro. Base doesn't want to give Zen shine because we don't give a fuck about grants. So they gotta let the grants shine. But if you go look at the market caps over here, they got some big ass market caps. This is something I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about buying Bitcoin on Base, and maybe I'll start. Maybe that like will be a really cool DApp, a Bitcoin Zen DApp on Base chain. Like this guy named Bank Teller, he did this on BNB, Elephant Money. Let's see if it pops up. Yeah, elephant.money. I don't know what it is now though. I didn't stay in on this at all. Get elephant. This shit still. I know that there's some people out here that liked it or whatever. But this is like, this basically did that. Like, they use collateral of like Bitcoin on Binance chain or something like that. Elephant Money store value. Elephant Money Network stores the token value on a Binance smart contract that captures value, having the most fair distribution and auto rebalancing liquidity building mechanisms by providing lifetime frictionless passive income. Okay, whatever. What's the function though? I forgot the function. Trunk. Elephant buyback system, BNB treasury. Yeah, see, like they did something like this is like the ideology though. The problem with these old apps like this one, shout outs to Bank Teller for creating it and thinking about it and being really ahead of his time. His issue though is that he had to make a thing called Trunk to provide other yield options for Elephant. If he was in this new future, he could have just used like base or like something more more of a store value like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, but they were all on Binance chain and they didn't really have those wrapped assets on the chain, so they did what they had to do. You know, they built what they had to build. But we're a few dApps away from this type of stuff. We just don't have any incentive right now. And again, I'm not going to build it because what the fuck am I doing? I'm thinking about I'm thinking about X1 chain. I'm thinking XEN is an in-game opportunity, and you need to have a bag that you can facilitate burn and staking and watch the EVM die. Like that would be that's what would be the end game. And that's why, yeah, this probably absorbs the markets. Now, one of the things that make Bitcoin part of the power law conversation is because it's absorbing markets. Like Bitcoin's gonna absorb housing. People put collateral debt in their house, and that's stupid because the land fluctuates based on human greed and all this other stuff. But like Bitcoin fluctuates on supply and demand, so it's a way better version of like value. So it should like eat a house essentially, right? Like you should be like, okay, I want to value this is the eat the house theory. It's like I'm gonna say my house is 1 Bitcoin. Like as soon as you believe that, you're the Bitcoin ate the house, right? And that's kind of what they're assuming is going to happen here, is that people are going to see that Bitcoin's a better commodity than the value of my house, or Bitcoin's a better commodity than the value of my business. That's like me and XEN, right? I used to do this with Bitcoin, but I don't do it as much. Maybe I should go back to it, but the upside's not there. The upside is in XEN. Hello. But the theory is that you take your money, your 9 to 5, and you put it into Bitcoin, and you're going to ride this power scale up. And this power scale would have been, if you started this in 2011, and then, the next 13 years, you're fucking up. All you had to do was buy Bitcoin a little bit with your 9 to 5 checks and put it in and just wait for the world to catch up to you. And it's just slowing down now and becoming tighter and tighter because, again, this band, it shrinks due to diminishing rewards towards the end, as you can see here. This is why, again, XEN is essentially the beginning of this. And we have the same theory. The theory is that we're going to eat base. Like that's the market we're eating. Whatever base is valued at, $95 million worth of the 24-hour volume. I'm kind of expecting that to flow into CBZN. It's gonna have to happen. X1 is gonna be way too popular for people not to be curious. And the only way it gets curbed is if one of these base tards like step in and say like, we don't like the way they're using the chain. Because we're such a fair launch, all you can do is blame the function. There's nobody you can blame, right? If everyone's making, like I'm saying, if in a year from now we're still making $2 to $3 on every mint, are you kidding me? We're gonna do it again. Like I've made so many mints for next year. Like it's lit. It's $16 to like make a mint right now on base. This makes sense. This sounds like a real free market. And it's based on gas because base is giving me the value back because they value their gas low. They're subsidizing their rates at six. This is a fake gas price, essentially. I'm just keeping it real, so I'm gonna mint it. Thank you. You should probably raise the gas, but they have control of it. It doesn't it doesn't benefit them. To combat the XEN, you got to raise the gas, and to raise the gas is to affect the chain. To affect the chain is to affect the board members. It's a beautiful poetic relationship with CBZN. I just be sitting here clicking sometimes, just like, man, this is beautiful. Like, give me 30 of these. Like, until you have a day in Coinbase where you go and you claim like 20, 30 xeNFTs in a row, like you got to have that. You might do it on your favorite chain, like, I don't know, Pulse chain or some shit, but mine's a CBZN, bro. I'll be over here clicking like a Mickey, you know what I'm saying? Save on in the house. What's up, dog? Mint that shit. High key need to tap into NFTs, bro. That's all I do is NFT. All I do is NFT, and now I got my stake. My stake is looking juice, but I need to get this stake on base up to at least 7. So we're on the mission to 7. It's really, really hard. It's really hard to get 1 trillion right now because everybody's trying to get in, and it's funny because it's not that many people, but it's like enough. It's like there's like 5 people trying to play this game, and we're all creating the floor. We're waiting for people to come and dump, but we're only getting a little bit of inflation because like it's not that much. Like if you got 15 trillion CBZN and you're creating inflation, you're only making like 43 billion or some shit. So it's not like you're really dumping or decimating the price. And this is where there's a new thing about to happen that no one's talking about unless you're doing the staking. So you're gonna miss out on it if you don't get a bag right now and start staking. And I recommend it too on Ethereum. My ETH bag for display is like retarded small, but the numbers are going to be smaller on ETH. On ETH, you can get away with like, or how do you say this? An ETH 10 billion is kind of like having 5 or 10 trillion on a side chain. So you want to get to like 10 trillion on the side chain because that's like having 10 billion on Ethereum. And then if you can get past 10 billion on ETH, like if you got 20, 35, you should be really trying to strategize your Zen for the next, however many days are left in the AMP. Because that will be the real doomsday. That's when you can make the decision on whether or not you want to commoditize your Zen and give it to the banks because they'll probably be asking for it by then. Or if you just want to like, sell it all and just be rich and like get as many Lambos as you want to get. Get all the Lambos. I don't know what you want to do. Again, I think if you are running the right race, you go and get some education. You really get into economics and Zen. I think there's going to be a world where we see some really fun Zenian names inside of government because we have something here. We really do have something here, and a lot of the retards are going to shit on it because they're too retarded to understand organization. Like maybe they've only worked like at like a minimum paying job their whole life, or like they've never actually had to stress out and try to be independent. So they're looking for more of the crutch, and we're gonna have a lot of those in our space because it's so cheap right now. It's so cheap to make Zen. This is gonna end though, right? It's not like you're gonna be able to go and mint Zen like this. Zen on ETH is obviously, what's a max mint right now on ETH? I don't know. I don't have any. $45. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think you're winning if you do that. Dude, what's my time right now? Oh, no. Minute 13 with my loud ass music earlier. I gotta make sure I hit the gym because we're getting in the rack. We're going with the rack world today. I'm going for it, guys. We're gonna gain this weight and we're gonna get that. What up, Damien? Mints. So 400, or what's my max right now on base? 505 days. God damn. That shit's going out there. That's like next year. So that's all good. I think it's this always messes up, but it says 244,000 VMUs created daily on average. If you take a 30-day average of VMUs, it's roughly around 244. It's gonna change because of this month's activity, but again, that's the crazy thing about Zen's dynamics. Like, as the G ranks find it's essentially a pattern, we'll be able to predict the future. So if this is the new constant where everyone is going to be making C ranks on base and not buying it, they're just going to shoot for the stars and go long. Like, yeah, you might want to buy some Zen because the max terms is probably going to go hella far out. Like these ones, like 526 days, Because yeah, you can't essentially, you can't be making C ranks and your neighbor can't be making C ranks, and both of y'all expect the system to not move. Like, it doesn't work that way. The system is gonna move 2x because now there's multiple competition. Then if you look to your right, and then that neighbor over there is deciding that they want to make a shit ton of G ranks, you're like, fuck, like now everybody is like the difficulty for you trying to get to it. That's why I'm buying XEN, bitch, because it makes too much sense. Why am I in competition? Why am I waiting for a taxi cab with y'all? I'll just buy a black car. I'm rich. No, I'm not rich at all, but I am in this crypto space. So right now, yeah, it's around 16 cents to make a VMU on base. And it says it would, if I got it right now, it'd be 9 cents because you cut it in half. So it'd be 27 cents round trip, and you're making $1.43 in the future, which is 3 billion, right? So you can essentially save $1 something. You know, if you want to save $1, you can make a C rank and wait 500 days. Or if you want to pay a premium on time, you can just pay an extra $1 and get that XEN right now off of the DEX before, again, like before other people come. Because as you can see, it doesn't take more than $200 to $300 to swing the price. And the sellers that are selling right now, this is pretty fascinating. Because if you look at any of these, right, like we'll just grab this one, for instance, we can see who the sellers are that set up the bots. Right. Where's it at? Yeah, like these bot accounts, and they're pretty small. Like, look at like $41 because they can get away with low gas fees. So like they're just over here chilling, you know? And it's pretty fascinating to me. But what essentially I'm assuming is going to happen is we're going to drain these bots. And this is why it's important to DCA into CBXEN, so we can drain the bots and not necessarily continue the flywheel of them selling and sandwiching you. Right? If you buy too big, they're just going to sandwich you because it's programmed, but they're not there. It's fake. So if you DCA into CBXEN, you know, you've got $500. You're going to go and do 50 clicks of $10, bro. It's just the way it is. All right. 50 clicks of $10. And then you can get your CBXEN and you'll be able to then stake and start your journey. But don't come in and split up it because you're just going to push the price against yourself heavy. Right. I've been able to get the best price over the last few days because of just doing this DCA theory. And, I think that's, again, I don't mind the competition and giving out the theory because I want everyone to win. And there's not a lot of XEN here. So this is where I think we get the liquidity comes from in our world. If everybody DCAs, eventually someone's going to do a big ass buy and that shit's going to send the liquidity pool because it's going to be the fuck it buy. And when they do that, that's going to fill it up and you'll be able to exit if you want. You could take, you know what I'm saying? You could take it, but that's why I don't think that's going to happen. I think a lot of the smart money right now is buying CBXEN so that when that candle happens, we know that we own the market. We're like essentially the BlackRock of XEN in CBXEN because it's going to eat the chain, right? So like it's, again, if it's like Bitcoin and it follows the power law, it's on a smaller spectrum than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's on the IRL land facility concept. XEN is on the digital land. So space is like a digital plot of land that you can go and claim in the name of XEN. So you're going to help us eat this shit alive. You're going to spend your ETH on it. You're going to wait 500 days for your 3 billion. I'm gonna buy that shit today because I don't give a fuck, right? I don't fucking care. I'm building a bag, right? I'm gonna buy it. You're gonna mine it, and we're gonna attack it from both sides. Eventually, it'll click in your mind. You'll be like, wait a second, why am I waiting for my pump when I can have it in my possession just in case it happens overnight? Then you'll buy it with the rest of the crowd, and you'll help me eat. base from that side. And once you start buying it, I'll start making it. Right? That's why right now I have to make it and buy it at the same time. That's how market makers are born. If you want to become a market maker in crypto world, you need to start to put some skin in the game. If you're too afraid to like do this with confidence, you don't deserve to win. Like if this action of minting makes you want to cringe and you don't feel like the rage every time, like fuck mediocrity, like every time fuck mediocrity, then you need to like, you're gonna have to quit. And yo, I love this base UX knowing it's fake as hell, bro. This is the fakest shit. This feel like Solana. Pushing that weight, we pushing P. I'll take that 3 grilled cheese. The 3 grilled cheese. Damn. I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. I hear it though. Peanut butter jelly sandwiches on the way for your boy Crypto Bro. That's the facts. That is the facts. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. If you're watching this on X, shout outs to you. I guess you can see it. Can't share it though, which is kind of cool. But yeah, come over to the YouTube side of things and you can share this video. People can subscribe to this channel. They can see the public common goods over on this side of things when I'm just rambling and jambling. You can dissect it and try to figure out the notion here. But yeah, man, it's March 5th, bro. I got a pen in my hand now. Is Zen money is on the paper right here. Is it money? Can we actually do that? They did it with Bitcoin. Satoshi was an economist.